Alright, so again, welcome sa ating second day of live session. Again, sa mga hindi nakakalam, we are doing advanced lessons for grade 7, 8, 9, 10, including grade 11. So yung schedule natin, that will be Monday, grade 10, Tuesday, grade 9, Wednesday, grade 11, Thursday, grade 8, and then grade 7 on a Friday. Same time lang lahat. Alright? 2:30 hanggang 4. So for grade 9, the first lesson again is all about quadratic um, functions or quadratic equations. So before we proceed, I think it is appropriate for us to define ano ba yung ating or how do we illustrate quadratic equation. So whenever you hear the word quadratic, ano ba yung pumapasok sa isip natin? Ano ba yung quadratic function or quadratic equation? Alright, so ang gagawin natin, so again, pag sinabi natin quadratic equation, ito lang yan. Meron tayong ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Alright, this is in standard form. Now, yung ating quadratic equation, again, the highest degree is 2. That is why tinatawag siyang quadratic. Alright, so again, ang highest degree ng ating quadratic equation is 2. And then, ang tawag naman sa A, B, and C, ang tawag sa kanila are coefficients. So again, ang tawag sa kanila are, right, so they are coefficients and of course, the x represents the unknown value. Alright, so again, this is our quadratic equation in standard form. And also, remember that these coefficients, itong tatlo, they should be what? They should be real numbers. So in your grade 7 lessons, actually you talk about the number system, right? The real numbers, yung ating um, number theory na part. And then always remember that in your quadratic equation, yung a natin, yung a should not be equal to 0. Right? Hindi siya dapat maging 0. Bakit? Kasi if a is 0, then basically the entire ax squared will become 0. Alright? So if a is 0, the consequence of that one is this will become 0, the entire thing. And if this is 0, mawawala yung ating exponent na 2. And that will make it not no longer quadratic. So again, remember, yung a natin should not be 0. And one more thing, yung ating quadratic, which is again ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, it is actually composed of three terms. Tatlong terms. Ano yung mga terms na yon? We have this uh, term, alright? We have this, and we have this. So again, tatlong terms. Ano tong first? This is our quadratic term. Right? This is quadratic. This is our, ano to? This is our linear term. And this is our constant term. So I hope klaro yan sa atin. So again, yung ating quadratic is composed of three terms, namely the quadratic, the linear, and of course the constant term. Ax squared plus bx plus c. That is correct, Dave. Alright? So I do hope klaro yan sa atin. So let's try to have an exercise muna before we proceed actually to solving quadratic equations. So let's have this. So I'll be giving you equations. Alright, so again, I'll be giving equations and we are going to determine if these equations are quadratic or not. So let's have number 1 and 5. So let's have number 1 first. If you're going to look at number 1, what is the highest degree? The highest degree is 2, right? The highest degree is 2. So automatic, this is quadratic. So this is a yes. Number 1 is yes. This is a quadratic. What about number 2? Yung number 2, is it quadratic or not? Alright, this is not quadratic. Why? Yung highest degree natin is 1. This is just a linear equation. So, not, no. Alright? And then, what about number 3? Number 3, highest degree is 2. So, this is actually yes. Alright? And then, number 4. Look at number 4. Is it quadratic or not? Is number 4 quadratic? Right? Yung number 4, hindi siya quadratic. Why? Yung exponent niya is 9. Remember, when we talk about quadratic equation, the highest degree is 2. So, dito, this is 9 yung kanyang exponent, so hindi siya quadratic. What about number 5? Right, what about number 5? Number 5, meron tayong squared, meron tayong squared. Alright? So, if you're going to simplify this, this will give us what? This will actually give us 2d squared plus 7 equals 0. So, again, highest degree is 2. So, this is a yes. That is a quadratic. Let's have next numbers. 6 to 10. So, number 6. Is number 6 quadratic? Meron tayo ditong squared. Meron tayong squared dito. Merong squared. Is this quadratic? Wait. Ano ba yun? 11? Yeah, that is 11. Sorry. That's negative 2. That's negative 2. Alright, that is actually 11. Thank you for that. Sino ba yan? Dave. Thank you. Right? Alright. Now, what about number 6? Is this quadratic? Again, meron tayong squared na exponent. Is this quadratic? Number 6. Now, if you are going to simplify this, kahit yung part na k squared times x minus 7, if you are going to distribute this one, this will become what? Wait, bakit siya? Wait lang ha, I think I made a typo. Wait. Wait, that should be x, not, why is it k though? This should be that should be k. Alright, that should be k. Sorry for that. So again, if you are going to simplify k squared times k minus 7 and then distribute that, this will give you k cube. And then again, it is now in cubic function. So number 6 is actually not a quadratic equation. Alright? Alright. What about number 7? Number 7. This is actually what? This is a yes, right? That's quadratic. And then what about number 8? So yung number 8, the same. Meron na tayo ditong squared. Pero we are going to multiply. So basically, that is not quadratic. Yung number 8 natin, hindi. What about number 9? Number 9 and number 10. Number 9, this is again, whenever you see this, as long as yung nasa loob is exponent niya 1, this is actually a yes. Right? That will give you a quadratic function or equation. And then number 10. What about number 10? Itong number 10, ano yung highest degree? Meron tayo ditong 2. But is it a quadratic? No, since you need to simplify 1 over x. That is correct, alright? So if we're going to simplify this will give us x squared plus x minus 1 over x equals 1. Alright, and then if we are going to get rid of the fraction, ang gagawin lang natin is multiply everything by x. So this will actually give us x to the cube, x cubed plus x squared minus 1 equals x. Alright? So again, meron na tayong cube. So this is not quadratic. So ganun lang. Alright? So that is how we determine whether a given expression or equation is quadratic or not. So just remember again, pag quadratic, the highest degree is 2. Right? Automatic yan. The highest degree is 2. Alright. So this time, we are now going to have or to solve the roots of a quadratic, the zeros of a quadratic function. So before we proceed, let me just emphasize, pag sinabi nating naghahanap tayo ng roots, no, ng zeros of a quadratic, so example, meron akong x squared plus 2x plus, let's say, 1, or let me just, let's say 5x, then plus 6. Alright? Now, whenever you are asked to find the roots ng ating quadratic equation, basically, ang hinahanap natin is kailan yung ating graph, yung ating parabola will touch the x-axis. Alright? That is why meron tayong tinatawag na roots. So, yung mga x-intercepts natin, yun yung ating roots when we talk about the zeros of a quadratic function. So let's try to have this. Alright. Now, in solving quadratic equations, the zeros, there are different ways to actually find the roots. No? First is by extracting the square root. This is the first one. And then the second one is via factoring. The third one, meron tayong completing the square. And then, pag hindi kaya sa 1, 2, 3, yung last resort natin will be the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. Alright? So, gagawin natin yan lahat, yung apat. Hopefully, we can finish na everything before 4. So again, yun yung ating gagawin, 1, 2, and 4. So, let's have first number 1. So, paano ba yan? It's very straightforward. So, paano ba yan? What is the value of k? So, ang gagawin lang natin again, ano ba to? Sir, is it possible to express quadratic equation to a vector equation? Yeah, pwede yan, no? Actually, you can do that, but then again, we will not cover that one here. Sino ba yan? So, Unichan. Right? That is actually possible. You can do that. But then again, yung ating kasing vector, no, it's more or less, it's ray. But then again, no, again, we can you can actually do that. Ano bang dito? Yes, we'll try to upload this one in the in our YouTube channel, no? And also sa ating Facebook page. Anong grade ka ba, Unichan? What grade are you? Why are you asking about vector? All right. So again, let's do number one. So this is by taking the square root. Ah, college graduate. All right. Tumatambay ka lang pala dito. All right. So again, let's do number one, taking the square root. So this is very straightforward. Um, when you take the square root of this one, we will get let me see. Tapos na tayo dyan. Wait. What is wrong with my wait, ano to? This is for grade. Wait. We're done with that. Alright. So again, pag sinabi nating roots of a quadratic equation, basically, no, we are expecting or we should expect ng dalawang value. So, we are going to do taking the square root. So, ang gagawin lang natin is this. Very straightforward. Extract the square root. And then k will be, again, we have here, since we are dealing with quadratic equation, so basically, we will write this. But if you are dealing with radical equations or functions, basically, ang sagot natin will always be a positive. But again, remember, we are extracting the roots of a quadratic equation. So, dalawa yan always, positive and a negative. Alright, so that's again plus minus 3. What about number 2? So, number 2 again, the same thing, just extract the square root. So, meron tayong extract the square root. So, this is now v is plus minus the square root of 23. Alright, or the root of 23. What about number 3? What about number 3? Anong gagawin natin dyan? Alright, so divide by 9. Is it divisible by 9? 3, 7, 8. Divide natin by 9. That is actually will give us 42. Alright, so meaning to say, again, ang gagawin natin first is divide everything by 9. This will give us r squared equals 42. And then extract the square root. R is equal to plus minus 42. Root of 42. Alright. So, 42, wala siyang factor na perfect square, right? 4, 8, 4, 16, hindi rin. Alright, so I think that will be the final answer. What about number 4? Number 4. Anong gagawin natin sa number 4? Transpose yung 9. Alright. So again, I would like to make things clear, ha? When we talk about transposition, ano ba yung idea about transposition? Yung sinasabi natin transposition, um, ano ba yung idea or concept behind transposition? Right? Pag sinabi natin transposition, basically, we are just utilizing the yung rule of equality. So, ang gagawin lang talaga natin dito is subtract natin, mag-subtract tayo ng 9 both sides. Alright? So, this will become p squared equals, this is negative 12, right? That's negative 12. So again, this is the concept, or the concept behind transposition. We are using the rule of equality. Yes, that's correct. Right? So hopefully we understand that concept, no? Kasi um, in higher math kasi you cannot encounter the word transposition, alright? Ang gagawin doon is yung rule of equality and so on and so forth, alright? But then again, yun yung concept behind. And I want us to understand that. Alright, so paano ba to? Anong gagawin natin dito? This is now again p squared equals negative 12. And then, when we extract the square root, this will just give us what? P is equal to the square root of negative 12. But, look at this one. If we are going to extract the square root of a negative number, look at this. The calculator, it will actually give us an error. Alright? So, paano ba? Paano yung gagawin natin? So, remember, when we encounter imaginary numbers, right, yung mga I, yung square root ng negative 1 is just equal to I. Alright? Ito yung notation natin sa math. So, again, I stands for imaginary numbers. So, ang gagawin natin dito is, let me just do it this way. P is equal to the square root of 12 times negative 1. And then again, we can actually rewrite this as the square root of 12 times the square root of negative 1. And using this, alam natin that the square root of negative 1 is just I. And then, remember as well that 12 is a product of 4 times 3. And then 4 is a perfect square number, right? So, yung 4 is a perfect square number. So, basically, we can actually expand everything as eto. 4, let's do, wait. Pwede siyang ganito. Times 3 times the square root of negative 1. And when we simplify everything, this will become P. Then we have, ano yung square root ng 2? This is just 4 plus minus, right? Plus minus 2. And then meron tayong root of 3 and then I. Alright? And then if you're going to just arrange everything, this will just give us plus minus 2I and then root 3. So yun yung sagot natin for number 4. I hope klaro yan so far. So again, yung square root ng negative 1 is what? Is I. 2 square root of 3i. Plus minus. Do not forget the plus minus. This is quadratic equation. Alright? This is quadratic equation. So again, ito yung sagot natin. Right? Plus minus 2i root 3. Let's do number 5. Alright, so number 5, again, everything can be divided by 5, right? Pwede siya divide everything by 5, so we'll do that. So this is divided by 5, divided by 5, divided by 5. This will give you what? This will give you r squared minus 1. And then this is, how much is this? This is 14, right? That's 14. So basically, ang mangyayari, again, yung sinasabi nyo kanina transposition, so this is now equal to r squared equals 15. And then again, yes, that is correct, no? If possible, ma-divide siya, divide everything first para mas madali siya approach. Kasi mas madaling i-approach yung mga number if, again, yung value niya is maliit lang. So again, extract the square root. So r now is equal to plus minus root 15. 15, 3 times 5. Wala siyang perfect square number. Alright, that's it for number 5. What about for number 6? Alright, what about for number 6? Anong gagawin natin sa number 6? So again, for number 6, combine like terms muna tayo. Alright? Combine like terms muna. So, ang gagawin natin, this will become negative 7x squared equals negative 618 minus 5. This is now negative 7x squared equals, magkano to? This is ano yan? Negative 618. Wait, negative 618 minus 5, that gives you 623. Negative 623. And then, is it divisible by 7? Let's try. Divided by negative 7. Alright, that's 89. So, meaning to say, divide everything by negative 7. Divide by negative 7, x squared is equal to positive 89. Yes. Finding the roots, alright? Naghahanap tayo ng roots. So, again, extract the square root. X is equal to, ano ba yung factors ng 89? Meron bang factors yung 89 na perfect square number? 9. Hindi. Ano ba? Wala. So, that is just plus minus 89. Again, square root of 89. So, that's it. Right? So, again, that is for part 1. That is for, again, solving quadratic equation by taking the square root. So, we are done with this. Done na tayo dyan. So, let's have the factoring this time. Right? Let's do the factoring. Number 7. Alright. So, when you are dealing with quadratic equation, tapos you need to factor this one out, it is better no, to express this in standard form muna. Alright? So, look at number 7. If we are going to rewrite this in standard form, this will just give us x squared equal, y equals x squared plus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Right? Yeah, sama mo na lahat sa isang side. That is again, this is in standard form. Alright? Standard form. So again, ito yun. Now, I don't know if you are familiar with, or some of you might be familiar with the AC method in doing factoring. So, meron tayong tinatawag na AC method. So, basically, you're just going to take note, the A, ano ba yung A natin dito? A is 1, and then C is 4, right? A is 1, C is 4. So, ang gagawin lang natin is to multiply A and C. So, let me just do it this way. Now, this is, madali siyang gamitin, or effective siyang gamitin, if again, if possible, no, we will try na yung x squared coefficient is 1. Alright? So, ang gagawin natin is just multiply A and C. So, ano yung A and C? A and C is just 1 times 4, right? So, meron tayong 1 times 4. So, lagay natin dito yung 4 natin. This is our AC. 4. And then, sa baba, ilagay natin yung ating B. Ano yung value ng B natin? What's the value of B? B is what? Ano yung value ng B? yung, yan, that's 5, right? 5. Now, paano ba, how does AC method work? So, ang gagawin mo lang is, again, multiply A and C, and hanapin or maghanap ka ng factors ng eto, yung product ng A and C na once you add those factors, it will give you your B, which is now 5. So, lagay natin, ano yung factors ng 4? Ano ba yung mga factors ng 4? 4 is just what? 4 times 1, right? Wala nang, meron din tayong 2 times 2. And then again, the inverse of this one, meron tayong 4, negative 4 times negative 1, negative 2 times negative 2. Now, among these factors, asan dito, when you add the factors, it will give you 5. Ito, right? Ito, 4 and 1. Kasi nga, 4 plus 1 is 5. So, basically, we will write that one here. So, yung factors natin, yeah. So, yung factors natin will be, ang gagawin nyo lang is, open parenthesis, write your variable x, and then, write the factors. Meron tayong plus 4, and then, times x plus 1 equals 0. Alright? And then, solve for x. Solve for x tayo. So, this will become x plus 4 equals 0. And the other one, x plus 1 equals 0. So, x equals negative 1. Dito, x equals negative 4. So, ito yung value ng ating x. Alright? Ito yung value ng ating x. Now, I will try to make use of this tawag nito, equation para ipakita ulit yung sinasabi ko earlier that when we are looking for the roots, we are looking for the 0, hinahanap lang natin yung point, no? Yung x-intercepts. So, yung ating equation again is given by x squared plus 5x, and then meron tayong plus 4 equals 0. Anong problema? Let me see. Naka-zoom ba ako? Wait. What seems to be the problem? Alright, ganyan. Wala palang 0 dapat. Alright, look at this. Di ba yung x natin is negative 4 and negative 1, right? Ito yun, oh. Yan and yan. Yun yung mga zeros natin. So again, yung sinasabi ko always, pag naghahanap tayo ng roots ng quadratic, hinahanap lang natin yung point kung saan yung graph natin dumaan sa x-axis dito. Alright? Dumaan dito. So itong point na to. Ito. So ang point na to, this is what? This is, ano yung ating coordinates dito? This is negative 1, 0. Dito, this is negative 4, 0. Alright? I hope klaro yan so far. So again, pag naghahanap ka ng roots, hinahanap mo lang yung kung kailan yung graph mo dumaan sa x-axis. Kailan siya dumaan? I hope klaro yan. Alright, what about number 8? Number 8, factoring pa rin tayo, right? Factoring. So, let's do number 8. So, anong gagawin natin sa number 8? So, again, write muna in standard form. This is 3r squared plus 24r equals 0. Alright? And then, divide by 3. Yes. Pag i-divide natin siya by, ito yung danger. Ito yung danger. When we divide everything by 3r, let's try. Maybe, ang gagawin natin is to factor out, no? Factor out 3r. Alright? So, factor out natin, again, this is factoring. So, factor out 3r. Ano yung maiwan dito? Ang maiwan is r. And then, sa kabila, meron tayong, ang naiwan will become 8 equals 0. Alright? Again, factor natin. I-factor natin yung 3r. So, the same thing earlier, equate natin, 3r equals 0, and then the other one, r plus 8 equals 0. Alright? And then, this will become r equals 0, and then the other one is r equals negative 8. So, therefore, yung roots mo will be at negative 8 and 0. Ito yung mga roots mo for this particular um, tawag nito, particular quadratic equation. So again, try natin yan i-graph just to graph lang natin. I will just use x instead of r. X squared, and then I will have plus 24x. Alright, look at this. So again, yung sinabi ko earlier, kailan dumaan yung graph sa x-axis? Alright, kailan dumaan yung graph sa x-axis? Again, yung mga roots natin dito. 0 and then negative 8. I hope klaro yan, ha? I hope klaro yan. Kasi baka ang ginagawa kasi ng iba, no? Hanap tayo ng roots, extract ng square root, pero we don't know ano ba yung significance niyan. So again, pag naghahanap tayo ng roots, hinahanap natin kailan dumadaan yung ating graph sa x-axis. So, from this, we can actually conclude na there will be cases na yung ating quadratic equation, wala siyang roots. Bakit? Say for example, yung graph mo nandito lang. Nandyan yung graph mo. Hindi dumaan, hindi umabot sa x-axis. So basically, wala yung roots. Right? Kahit anong gawin mo, kahit extracting the square root, factoring, completing the square, quadratic equation, you cannot find a value ng roots that will make this one 0. Alright? Pwede siyang ganun. Alright. Let's do number 9 and then number 10. And then we will proceed with completing the square. Alright. Thank you so much. Thanks, sir. Alright. Thank you so much. That is appreciated, no? So let's do number 9. So meron tayong mga common. Right? We can actually have common, right? Everything common. So anong gagawin natin? Divide everything by 5 muna. Right? Divide everything by 5. So let's do that. That's 5, 5, and 5. This is now k squared minus 4k equals 12. And then again, gawin nating standard form. Maging k squared minus 4k minus 12 equal 0. So again, the same thing earlier, gamit tayo ng AC method. So AC method tayo. A times, our A is 1. B is negative 4. And then C is a negative 12. So again, let's do the AC method. This is negative 4. And then, 1 times negative 12. This is negative 12. Alright. So, ano yung mga factors ng negative 12 that when added will give us negative 4? So, ang gagawin natin, math for grade 9. Yes, this is math for grade 9. Alright? Advanced lesson po to for grade 9. Upcoming grade 9 students. So, meron tayong, let's focus first on the positive. 6 times negative 2. Ano pa? Meron tayong 12 times negative 1. Ano pa? Meron tayong 4 times negative 3. Right? And then, the opposite of this one, meron tayong negative 6 and then times 2. So, meron tayong, saan ba ako magsusulat? Dito na lang sa kabila. O, dito. Negative 6 times 2. Meron tayong negative 12 times 1. And, meron tayong negative 4 times 3. So, now, saan dito, sa mga factors, that when we add those factors, it will give us a negative 4. Ito. Will this give us a negative 4? It will give us a positive 4, right? So, tama yung value, pero yung sign, hindi. Hello? Alright? So, basically, ito yung gagamitin natin. Alright? So, negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. So, we'll do negative 6 and then we'll do 2 dyan. So, this is now what? Mangyayari now is, again, the same thing earlier, magsulat ka ng open parenthesis, and then yung k mo, k, and then minus 6, tapos k plus 2 equals 0. And then, ang gagawin mo lang is negate mo yung sign. The first k sub 1 will be then the opposite of negative 6, that is just 6. And then k sub 2, the opposite of positive 2 is negative 2. So this will be your answer now. Right? That will be your answer now. Right? So that will be your answer. So again, this will be the last time. Pakita ko lang ulit para hindi natin makalimutan that when we are looking for the roots, we are looking for kailan dadaan yung ating equation, yung ating graph sa y-axis. So let's do 5x squared minus 20x minus 60. Okay. So as you can see here again, kailan siya dumaan? Kailan dumaan yung graph natin sa y-axis? Nandito. And then, negative 2. Alright? So, again, yun yung ibig sabihin when we are looking for the roots. Alright, let's have number 11. Alright, this is now completing the square. So, when we complete the square, first thing that you should do is write your equation in standard form. So, sulat mo muna siya in standard form. So, paano ba to? So, this will just give us 4n squared plus 8n. Tapos, what is negative 72 minus 5? That's negative... wait. This is completing the square, right? Alright, my mistake. Completing the square pala tayo. When we complete the square, ang gagawin natin is isolate natin yung number 10. Mayroon pang number 10? Sige. Sorry, hindi ko nakita. Number 10 pa pala tayo. So again, number 10. Paano to gawin yung number 10? This is still again factoring. So again, is this number divisible by 9? By 7. I think we can divide everything by 7, right? So divide everything by 7 first. So 7. This is now what? This is now x squared minus 10x negative 112. 112 divided by 7. That should give us 16. So this is plus 16 equals 0. Okay. And then again, we factor out terms. So again, AC method tayo. We have a times c, that's 16. And then that should give us a negative 10. So ano yung factor ng negative ng 16 that will give us 10. So basically, meron tayong 8 times 2, right? 8 times 2, 16, tapos 8 plus 2, that's negative 10. That's positive 10. So all you have to do is negate the sign. Right? So negative 8 and then negative 2. So this will give you negative 8, then negative 2. So you will write x minus 8, and then yung isa is x minus 2. And then again, x sub 1 is 8, x sub 2 is 2. So this will be your answers. Alright. Questions so far before we proceed sa completing the square? Kung walang questions, kindly type wala sa ating comment section. And then we will proceed. How to pag magkaiba yung sign. How to pag magkaiba yung sign. I think meron tayong example niyan. Ito. This one, sino ba nagtanong? Jill. Ito. Look at number 9, please. Yung number 9. Ito yung example again na magkaiba yung sign. Yung number 9. Alright? Alright, thank you so much yung mga nagpa-follow. Again, sa mga bago dito, no, promote ko lang yung aking ginagawa. I am doing live sessions sa TikTok, especially this summer, no, kasi tapos na yung klase. Yung schedule natin, grade 10 for Monday, grade 9 for Tuesday, grade 11 for Wednesday, Thursday, grade 8, and then grade 7 on a Friday. Then, again, yung recordings po will be uploaded sa YouTube and then sa Facebook page natin. So, if possible, no, kindly follow and then palike na lang yung mga pages natin. Ano pong quarter sa grade 9? This is again first quarter. First quarter po to ng grade 9. Alright? So, if napansin niyo yung post ko, advanced lesson to, no, for the upcoming grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. So, mahirap po ba fourth quarter sa grade 9? Hindi naman siya mahirap, no? Actually, I posted a lot of videos about that. Ba't wala kaming ganyan, tas grade 9 ako? First quarter, wala kayong ganito? This should be your topic in the first quarter. First grading. Tapos wala kayong ganito? Grade 9? Anong school ka ba? Baka wala kang ano, baka always ka absent. Or baka absent ka during discussion. Grade 8. Grade 11, hindi naman siya mahirap. Yes, quadratic. Hindi naman siya mahirap, no? As long as, ano ba? Ano ba yung mga topic sa grade 11? It's more on statistics, right? Probability. Pre-calculus. Hindi naman siya mahirap. Upcut, more or less, yeah, meron. And then meron ding statistics. Tapos yung mga sequences, right? Arithmetic, geometric. And then yung mga counting principles. Alright. Ganyan po kami sa grade 8 quarter 1. Oh, advanced naman masyado. Alright. So, let's do number 11. So, solve each equation by completing the square. So, how do we solve this equation? Using the completing the square. So again, first thing that you should do when we complete the square is what? We isolate everything, no, sa kabila. We isolate yung constant sa kabilang side ng equation. So we'll try to do that one first. So this will now give us 4n squared plus 8n equals 72 plus 5, that will give you 77. Right? And then next, anong gagawin natin next? Now, ang gagawin natin next will be completing the square. No, it will best work if yung A mo is 1. So, if you're going to look at our A, hindi siya 1, it's 4. So, ang gagawin mo first is make your A 1. So, to do that, divide everything by 4. So, divide this 1 by 4, divide this 1 by 4, and then divide this 1 by 4. So, magiging n squared plus 2n equals 77 over 4. Alright? And then, this is now the time that you are going to make use of your completing the square. How do we complete the square? Ang gagawin mo lang is look for b. So, hanapin mo yung b. Yung b mo is what? Your b is 2. Alright? And then, so again, completing the square. So, asan na ba tayo? Divide everything by 4. Alright. So, meron tayong n squared plus 2n is equal to 77 over 4. And then again, we are going to look for our a, our b. And then, yung b natin, divided by 2. So, this is now 2 divided by 2. This will give us 1. And then, we will do b over 2 squared. This is just 1 squared or 1. So, ano ibig sabihin nito? We are going to add 1 both sides. Alright? So, ang gagawin natin, meron tayong n squared plus 2n plus 1 plus 1 equals, again, rule of equality, whatever is added sa kabila, i-add mo rin sa kabila. So, meron kang 77 over 4 plus 1. Now, the direct consequence ng completing the square is it will make this a perfect square trinomial. Alright, so this is now a perfect square trinomial. So, ang mangyayari dito, let me just copy everything sa Paint. Wala tayong space. Right, so ang mangyayari dito, again, when you complete the square, ang direct consequence is, again, it will make this one a perfect square trinomial. And since this is now a perfect square trinomial, this can be expressed as n tapos plus 1 squared. Alright, so look at this one. N plus 1 squared is just equal to n plus 1 times n plus 1. And when we apply the FOIL method, this will just give us n squared plus 2n plus 1, which is the same dito. Alright? The same dyan. Mga comment. So, is this quadratic? Physics, I don't teach physics and chemistry. Again, this is quadratic, alright? Quadratic equations. So, again, that is that. And then, simplify lang natin. Ano tong 77 over 4 plus 1? Remember, 1 is equal to 4 over 4, right? So, we can do that. So, this is just equal to 77 over 4 plus 4 over 4. This gives you 81 divided by 4. So, this is now 81 divided by 4. Alright? So, I hope that is somewhat clear so far. And then, we are looking for n, right? So, how do we get rid of this squared? So, basically, we are just going to extract the square root. So, extract natin yung square root. This will give us n plus 1. And then again, the square root of 81 over 4. What is the square root of 81? This is, again, 81 over the square root of 4. And again, if you notice, these are perfect square numbers, right? So, this is just equal to plus minus 9 over 4 over 2. So over 2. Right? So again, plus minus over 9 over 2. So to solve for n, again, this is now n plus 1 equals plus minus 9 over 2. Then solve for n, this will give us n equals plus minus n over 2 minus 1. So this will be our answer. Alright? If you want to simplify this, pwede rin naman. Ang gagawin mo lang is ito. N sub 1 will be 9 over 2 minus 1. And then yung isa will be n sub 2 negative 9 over 2 minus 1. This will give you what? This will give you 7 over 2. Then ito will give you negative 11 over 2. So ito yung mga sagot natin for number 11, right? That's number 11. That's number 11. What do you mean by gamit na app? Anong app sinasabi mo? Eto. This is just a paint tool sa Windows, alright? Paint tool lang po to. Paint sa Windows. Yung default na paint tool sa Windows. Alright, so that's that. Let's do number 12. So again, ano yung values dito? Yung ating solution is 7 over 2 and this one. Alright, let's do number 12. Again, completing the square pa rin tayo. So, again, step number 1, isolate the constant to the other side of the equation and then combine like terms if meron. So, ang gagawin natin, this will become n squared minus 8 and this is 25. Right? That is 25. So, basically, again, since that is now 25, we are going to identify our b. What is our b? Our b is just 8. Again, remember, before you identify your b, make sure that the a is 1. So, b is negative 8. What is now b over 2? This is negative 4. And then b over 2 squared. This is negative 4 squared or simply 16. Alright, and then we are going to again complete the square. This is now n squared minus 8n plus 16 equals 25 plus 16. And then again, this is now a perfect square trinomial. This is now n. And then whatever is the value of your b, that's negative 4. So n minus 4 squared equals 41. And extract the square root. This is n minus 4 equals the square root of 41 plus minus. So meron kang meron kang n equals 4 plus minus the square root of 41. That will be our final answer. Alright? So that is for number 12. Can you guys do number number 13 and 14? Okay lang ba? That you will answer 14 and 15? 13 and 14 for me. Can you do that? Pa-type naman yes if okay lang. Are there still people? Meron pang tao, right? Alright. Sige. So again, try daw natin. How do we solve for 13 and 14? Grabe si Yuri. Oh. Ang daming diamonds binigay. Thank you so much. So how do we solve for number 13 again? So again, yung number 13, equate lang natin. This is now n squared plus 4n. And then again, lipat sa kabila, this is now what? This is now equals 69, right? 69. This is now 69. Alright. Wait, that is not really 69 daw. Baka mali yung math ko. So this is 74 minus 5, right? Right, 69. So, again, complete the square. Our b is 4. So b over 2 is 2. And then b over 2 squared is 4. So we are going to add 4 both sides. Alright, so meron tayong n squared plus 4n plus 4 equals 69 plus 4. Then again, this is now n plus 2 squared equals 73. Then extract the square root. Meron tayong n plus 2 equals plus minus 73. So n is equal to negative 2 plus minus square root of 73. That's our number 13. Alright, so again, that's number 13. What about number 14? So again, number 14, this is just v squared minus 16v equals negative 28. Alright, that's negative 28. So, ang gagawin natin is again, we complete the square. What is our b? So, b is negative 16. So, b over 2 is negative 8. And then b over 2 squared is just 64. Alright, so we are going to add 64 both sides. Mangyayari, meron tayong v squared minus 16v plus 64 equals negative 28 plus 64. And this is now v minus 8 squared is equal to, what is that? For, negative, negative 28 plus 64. That gives you 36. Alright. So, 36. Extract the square root. Meron tayong v minus 8 equals plus minus 6. So, yung v natin will become v sub 1 equals 6 plus 8. And then v sub 2 will be negative 6 plus 8. So, meron tayong 14. Meron tayong 2. So, that will be our answer for number 14. Alright. Thank you so much again sa mga nagpa-follow. So, again, sa mga bagong salta, we are doing a advanced lessons for math. Alright. So, every Monday, yung schedule natin is grade 10. Tuesday, grade 9. Wednesday, grade 11. Thursday, grade 8. And then Friday, grade 7. So, yun yung schedule natin. Alright? Alright. So, let's do number 15. So, on number 15, we are now using, hi, Pythagoras. So, we are now doing, again, number 15, we are using quadratic formula. Alright? So, quadratic formula tayo. Ano ba yung quadratic formula? So, yung quadratic formula is just given by what? This is just given by x Saan ko ba isusulat yung quadratic formula? I think I'll write it here. So, yung gagamitin natin, mamimiss ko ang grade 9. Yes, quadratic. Alright? Nag-grade 10 ako kahapon. Um, Nag-grade 10 ako kahapon. First lesson sa grade 10, ha? Nakasali ka ba kahapon or wala? So, again, yung quadratic formula is, ito lang, x is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and then everything is all over by 2a. So when you are using the quadratic formula, all you have to do is identify your a, b, and c. Alright? So no need actually to simplify. Pero if if you want, you can actually simplify if your equation is simplifiable. Alright? So let's do number 15. So arrange muna natin in standard form. This will give us 12k squared plus 7k minus 22 equals 0. Alright. Okay lang. I posted exercises. Alright. Pakicheck na lang sa videos na pinost ko. Or before ka mag-proceed sa video, I posted the exercises sa aking account. And then, try to answer those exercises before watching the video explanation. Alright? Sige, so again, dito, ano yung A mo? Yung A natin is 12. Yung ating B is 7. Yung ating C is negative 22. Yes, sa TikTok. Right? Sa TikTok. I don't know if I can show that one to you. Pero nandyan sa, kindly visit my account sa TikTok. And sa YouTube din. Nasa YouTube din. Sa Facebook. Alam mo naman yung ginagawa natin, right? I posted everything sa Facebook, sa TikTok, sa YouTube. Yung mga latest na upload ko. Nandyan. Okay, so, once you identify your A, B, and C, ang gagawin lang natin is plug everything sa ating formula. So, again, meron tayong X, negative B. What's B? 7, right? So, meron tayong negative 7 plus minus square root ng B, square root ng B squared. So, again, 7 squared minus 4. Ano yung A natin? A is 12 times C. Ano yung C? Negative 22. Alright, and then again, ang lahat is all over 2A. 2 times 12. So again, let me just copy this. Proceed tayo sa notepad, sa paint tool to solve this. So, para meron tayong enough na space. So, ang gagawin lang natin again is, again, we are just doing simple substitution. So, this is now what? This is now x equals negative 7 plus minus. This is 49. And then, what is negative 4 times 12 times negative 22? That gives you 1056. So this is plus 1056 all over 24. Right? That's all over 24. And then, after this, ang gagawin mo lang is, again, from here, we can actually make use of the calculator na para medyo madali. So, meron tayong yung square root ng 49 plus 1056. That should give us, I cannot have, what's 1056 plus 49? That gives us 1105. So, we'll do that. No? We'll try to avoid decimals. So, this is now negative 7 plus minus the square root of 1105 all over 24. So this will be our answer. So our x of 1 will be negative 7 plus the square root of 1105 divided by 24. That's our x sub 1. And ang ating x sub 2 is just this as well. Pero ang kaibahan lang is this is minus. Alright, so this is now x sub 2 minus. So ito yung ating, again, ito yung ating answer for number, ano number ba ito? Number 15. For number 16, the same thing. Again, identify our A, B, and C. We'll do that. Our A is 10. By the way, standard form muna tayo. This is plus 9 minus 4 equals 0. So A is 10, B is 9, C is negative 4. And then, simply substitute. Yung sagot natin will be, after doing everything, I will no longer show the solution. This will be 9, negative 9 plus the square root of 241 all over 20. And then yung isa is negative 9 minus the square root of 241 all over 20. So ito yung ating mga sagot. So this is x sub 1 and x sub 2. So I leave the rest to you. Number 17 and 18, I will no longer solve that one. That will be your task. Kindly answer number 17 and 18. So I think we will end our our session here. So kung meron kayong tanong, mga pahabol na tanong, I will entertain questions. If wala na, I will end the live at 4:05. So again, this will be uploaded sa ating TikTok account, sa ating, wala sa TikTok kasi it's more than an hour. It will be uploaded sa YouTube and then sa ating Facebook page as well. So kindly, if possible na, you can follow yung mga pages natin. So do we have questions so far? Denise, thank you sa pag-share sa live. Alright, do we have questions before we actually end? So tama lang tayo sa oras, no? It's 4 o'clock. So do we have questions? Yung mga nandito? If wala na, again, thank you so much for being here. Salamat sa pagtambay. I will end the live session now. Alright, so good afternoon again. And then I do hope I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.